Hi, good evening. Welcome to Against All Odds Twilight 2000 4th edition campaign. We are starting a little late this evening. We have some people running behind, but you're welcome to join in and see what we have going on. This is Starkiller, Guild Leader of the Blackhearts, House Garita, Fallout Clan, and Officer in PRX. And I'm a grumpy old Marine. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment and chat. All right. So when we last left off, you guys were had just got we did session 0, and you were doing had done your ops brief, and you have 4 hours until you guys leave your cantonment area. At this point, Emily, though, you do have a separate briefing to take care of. So JD, in the meantime, you can try to figure out who's going in what vehicle, while we have Katerina go talk to the operations officer for reconnaissance company. You say Goodman? Goodman's not here. He's running late tonight. So yeah, that's fine. You can make him. You put him over there. That's fine. Since he's not here, just put him where you want. You said who are you looking? So Cox. Yep, I'm looking. No, so on Katarina's vehicle, you're going to have Cox. He's going to be doing what? He's an AT guy, so that's why. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, so you're going to have him, and then you have. Okay, so Rodriguez is going to be the driver. Yep, yep, yep. So they've got 4 in their vehicle, and you've got 4 in your vehicle, right? Who am I missing for yours? Let me see. I am missing Anderson. I just had to pull him down because he was up in the folder up above, so I just get him down here. Um, okay, so all right, that's that vehicle, and then your vehicle is going to be Doc, Anderson, Daniels, and Jackson. There you go. All right, so now you're going to be, or which Anderson going to be doing? The other sergeant. Okay, you're going to be the commander. Caleb Jackson's going to be the driver, and Doc the passenger. Make sure. Okay. Yep. All right. They're good. Okay. Gotcha. You guys have to teach her how. You're gonna have to teach her long term how to use that gun, though. She doesn't have heavy weapon, so wing it. How to reload. Well, hasn't trained on the range. How about that? Okay. All right. So, all right. So now we're gonna go. Now we get that settled. We're gonna go on over to the bivouac site. All right. Okay. Thing. Okay. This is a big map, so we got. May you guys haven't been on this map before, have you? That's because All right, good deal. All right, so just since you guys don't know too, Against All Odds has a journal folder now, and the ops order and the campaign intro are listed as well. Is JPEGs, so they're probably not going to be super clear to read because it's a JPEG of a PDF, right? So it's not as good of an image, but they were able to be loaded in game that way. And if you guys missed it in the, I'm just going to cover this one time in the intro. I put in there in case you guys missed it that the colonel for the 75th has allowed uh, there to be trying to the think back on the phrasing for this to phrase it properly. Um, you can fraternize as long as it's cross company and within ranks. So officers, enlisted to enlisted, NCO to NCO, non-rate to non-rate. To translate that, that means if you want to have a relationship with an NPC in the game or a PC, you're more than welcome. I'm not doing erotic role playing, but you guys, if you want to make a persuasion roll to have a boyfriend or girlfriend in the game, if that's what you want, you're more than welcome to do so. Right. It has to be out of company. It can't be within your company. So non-rate to non-rate, NCO to NCO. They're not separating staff NCO from NCO. Just that NCO or non-rate, which there's really only a couple of non-rates. There's not that many of them, to be honest with you, and officer to officer. So, but because you guys are stuck here and you've been stuck here, so stuff has been going on for a couple of years. This isn't nothing new. I'm just bringing it up to you guys because it's new at this point for you guys, right? So these people have been in cantonment together for several years at this point. We're at what, year 5 for a lot of people. They've been here since '95. So there's a lot of relationships that have been struck up over the course of a 5-year period. So anyway, not a focus of the campaign, but if it is something that you want, you can do it, and that can be a plot twist later on if you do. So as far as like somebody getting captured or whatever, and you want to go rescue them, that kind of thing. Anyway, so this is the cantonment. Um, if you zoom in, zoom out, you can see the greater area. You have a lake just south of you guys for fresh water. Um, there's an abandoned cabin to the southeast. You guys have scouted out; it's empty. Um, and then there's a small village to the northwest, inside the forest. And they have several fields for crops, which you can see parts of them in the northwest of the map. And then the way you guys go out is to generally you go out the road that's right here at your bivouac site straight to the east, and then you go north, and from there you go up to the town that's right above you guys. There's a city above you that's not too far off the path from you guys, and that town is. I'm gonna pull my map up here to look real quick because I'll forget. It's actually not on that map. Never mind. It's on the mini map though. Uh, 1 second. I'll pull it up. Oh, I know where it's at. There. And I'm going to butcher this one. So actually, I'm probably not going to say it. I'm going to look it up before I say it. It is pronounced Shishki. It looks nothing like that. but that's how it's pronounced. So that town is spelled Prysucha, and it's pronounced Shishki. And you guys come out. There's a little road. It comes out of the southwest corner of that town, dirt road, kind of. Not. It might be a gravel road at that point. It's not really a paved road that goes into town, and it goes into the southwest corner of town. All right. Now you're going to have your meeting with the operations officer, which is Captain Rose Heller. Okay, you ready for your, yeah, you ready for your meeting? All right. That's her standing right beside you, by the way. One that's parallel to you right here. So she take you go into the tent. Nope, that's you. Get out, Private Corman. And says, "All right. So just make this clear on your mission. You have to retrieve the documents. If you can't retrieve the documents, you have to make sure they're completely 100% destroyed. Same with the scientists. Retrieve the scientists or make sure they are no longer breathing. They cannot be left to fall back into Soviet hands. They have somehow commandeered this information from the Soviets. We don't know the full details of everything yet, but they said that they now have the only existing information uh, for the codes. No one else has the codes. They've hacked into the system somehow and changed the codes. So nobody else has this information. Even the Soviets no longer have the ability to access the satellites and these ICBMs. Any questions? You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. All right. Well, you have till four. You have 4 hours to finish prep. Uh, to get ready. Actually, I forgot to start the time. Here we go. Now the clock's ticking. You have 4 hours to finish preparing and to move out. And why did these not? Oh, I didn't do it on. Did I? All right. So she says dismissed. And yeah, it's currently at the moment. Weather looks clear. It's not something that you definitely relish the fact that you're not having to worry about the weather at the moment because it's been rainy, and cloudy, and overcast. Yeah, and you can definitely smell the forest here. It's strong smell of trees. It's got that nice green smell to it. Fresh pine smell mixed with other peaty, more peaty, earthy smells of the forest. So, do you want to have a meeting with your guys or anything, or do you got any preparations you're going to take before you leave? There we go. All right. Now we got the vehicles all updated for the graphics. All right. Well, where are you going to go have your meeting at? I'll pull everybody to you. Sure. You guys, I'm just going to assume you guys have been together for at least a year now. All right. Looks like everybody. Oh, okay. There you go. It's all you. Uh, do you not see the clock? Top left corner? Yep. Well, none of the NPCs have anything you need to know. Any players got anything they want to ask? No, there was no specific place to meet. You're supposed to go to the science department. So, science department to Warsaw University of Technology. Uh, sorry, go ahead. I was talking to my dog. Who? All right. So it sounds like you guys got your plan. You finish packing your gear, because you got, yeah, your sleeping bags are intense, opened up at the moment. So you got to pack your backpacks and get all your gear stowed. And it's now, we'll say it's actually been an hour, so it's 7, 10, about 10 after 7. All right. Well, you guys got ownership of the vehicle, so that's not a problem. Feel free to go ahead and click on stuff and move stuff around. Sure. So on the map, right, it's above the Z where it says Warsaw, just west of the river, a couple of blocks. There's like a arrowhead shape of main arteries through the center of Warsaw. If you see that in the map you guys got in the briefing, it's like at the bottom corner of the arrowhead. Right. Well, I'm just saying that's the well, that's where the Warsaw, the university was a couple of blocks. So 1 second. So about that time you hear in camp you hear incoming north. Yeah, yeah, I think so. And as you guys, if you're coming out of the tent and headed over that direction to look, move yourself over there. Shane Smith was the one that put out the call. Shane Smith, the guy at the west portion of the camp over here. South one down here where Paula Epperson is. As they're coming in, um, first sergeant, he come out of his tent and he walks up to the perimeter and he says in Polish, he says, "Please stop where you are. Do not come any closer to our camp." And one of the Polish men, appear to be hunters, shouts back out, "We just passing through. Just got done having hunt. Now have deer to take back to our village." And the first sergeant says, "Well, go back the direction that you came." Let's see if he can persuade them to do so. And he gets a success. Let's see if this guy wants to resist that. And not really. He says, "Who are you to tell me where to go in my country? You don't like it, you leave." "Well, you're right there, Captain. Do you speak Polish?" Make a persuasion check. See if you can persuade him. -1 because he's hostile. Okay. He didn't get a success, so like, "Okay, American, we'll go back the way we came. But next time we come through here, you best not be here. This is our forest, not yours." "Well, you're with Americans, aren't you?" I mean, I've never heard Polish spoken with a British accent, so I'm assuming you're not trying to speak with a British accent with Polish, so they'd have no idea, right? That's fine. All right, so they start backing off. How long you gonna stand there and watch them? Nope. How long you gonna stand there and watch? How long? Yeah, how long are you gonna watch them for? Okay, no problem. They disappear. You guys don't see them. Everybody kind of stay on heightened awareness for a little bit. Uh, First sergeant go back into his hooch after a while. No problem, Captain. That's Shane Smith, sergeant. He's staff sergeant, first squad leader. The guy you're standing next to right now. All good. I'm entertaining you fine. You're doing good. Anybody else doing anything during this half hour while she's watching? All right, their NPCs will do whatever you tell them to do. In the meantime, so half hour passes. Pretty much got the vehicles ready, and it's currently say it's 8 o'clock. So it's up to you what you guys want to do at this point. Absolutely. You just had to leave no later than 10:00. Yep, I got a map for you. So right here, this is where your guys' bivouac site is in this forest. Right here. And each kilometer is a 10 square, 10-kilometer hex. So right here is you have a dirt road that comes out like this. Yeah. Why that popped up. Delete. Don't know why it's popping up. Okay. There. See that little path right there? That's from your bivouac site over. That's the dirt gravel road, and that's where it enters Shishika. It is right there. That little hog leg of road that pops out right there. Correct. Yeah, you guys trade with the locals. You're on friendly terms with them. There's the big map. So this is the overall big map. Yeah, down here. Shishika's down here at the bottom. There was a nuke in Radom, so. You guys are some gems. You see it now? About now. Can you see it now, Billy? Okay. Yeah. So you got a bridge here. See the mark? See the mark I'm putting down? Damn it. Why can't get the ink to stay red? You'll see that red mark I just put down? So I'll see it, JD. Huh? What? Okay. And then you got smaller bridges like here and here. That one's a little bit bigger. That's not a major bridge, but that's a bigger bridge at that point. And there's a more of a major bridge up here on 729. And it looks like you're good up until you get to here. And then there's a smaller secondary bridge in town as well. Like right after the other bridge. It's just a small bridge though. And that's this is a major bridge. Well, y'all gotta worry about weight on these bridges. You guys aren't taking tanks with you. You're just taking trucks. They can't support your vehicles. You're not going across them. You're in Land Rovers. They've been modified for the Army. And damn it, just gonna ignore that one because I'm not gonna erase all of them and draw them all out again. Just trying to pull it up. So there's a bridge here, and now a widow. And then coming out of Grojek, there's a couple of bridges. Ah, it. I don't know why I won't stop drawing. Stop drawing. Holy crap! To redo that. Anyway, you keeping up with where those bridges are, right? Okay, because I'm fixing to delete that. It's too much. Yeah, there's no more in Warsaw after that. That big bridge, the Grojek. Five. Looks like 5 the other way. There's a bunch of streams and creeks that go under the Autobahn, but it looks like they're not actual bridges unless they've deteriorated. Yeah, that's what it looks like as far as the map goes. So, as far as I can tell, so you got about 5 bridges, 5, 6 bridges going by the Radom path. So it's not that much different. And most of the bridges on the west path are smaller stuff like over creeks or whatever, not over rivers per se. But they're secondary roads, so it's not like the Autobahn going over a creek. It actually has a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Where the Autobahn just it's a bridge in itself, right? So so it's up to you guys what you want to do. North and east or north and west. You want to go just north out of town, right? Okay. Well, I was making sure because east Radom's east, so try to make sure what you're saying. So you're saying you want to follow the secondary roads, or the third. Actually, those are tertiary roads up to the secondary road, which gets back into the primary road, which is the Autobahn, right? Okay. All right. That's one I don't think you gotta worry about too much. All right. So you guys heading out? Do anything else? Leaving? Guys didn't discuss one. guess we're going to use one vehicle for this map, travel map. So it's being a pain trying to move to them. I was trying to let you do follow, but it ain't working very good. So you guys pull into Shishiki. There's some Polish guards sitting at a roadblock. As you approach, see one of them waves you on through, or at least up to him anyway. He says, broken English, good morning, American. And he replies back, Bush. Ah, yes, you too, friend. Be careful. Some Soviets were spotted to the northeast of town yesterday evening. Apparently, they were deserters. They say it was at least a squad of men with some type of vehicles. They weren't too sure. There weren't no tanks, though. Said, ah, good hunting. Yeah, and let them know. Daniel Soboleski said hello. Okay, anybody gonna radio back to bivouac? Well, yes, it would be, unless you assign to tell somebody else to do it, delegation of authority. But yes, so uh, back at the bivouac site, you have is the headquarters radio telephone operator officer is Sergeant Banks, and bivouac is going to be BV1 with the ops officer actually being actual since you're out. Because you got to remember, you're actually the captain of the whole bivouac site, right? You're the captain of the whole site. You're the CO. You're just you're already taking two vehicles of your four. Well, actually, you got six because you got a Jeep and a Hummer too to have so there was room for everybody. So you're just taking two squads with you basically, or one squad, which is second squad, and two vehicles. Okay, to do this mission, but you're the actual captain of the reconnaissance company. Well, you're not BV actual now. You're because you're out in the field. So BV actual is the ops officer, Captain Rose Heller. Okay, you're not there, so you can't be BV. So you're Arrow One or Arrow Actual, whichever you want to call yourself. You're fine. You're fine. If you want to talk to Captain Heller directly, yes. If you just want to talk uh, the headquarters radio telegraph operator officer that's in charge of comms for the company, that's Sergeant Banks, which would be BV1. So that's up to you. You go BV actual or BV1. Okay. Sheep. Yep, Patricia Banks. Sorry, I didn't say her first name. It's Patricia. You got several females that are in charge in your unit. So, like your head NCO, IC is a female. Your ops officer is a female. Your head comms officer is a female, which is not actually an officer; it's just a sergeant. And then you have a master sergeant for a training officer, then a male for a first sergeant. So just to give you a breakdown. And then pretty much the rest of the unit is male, with the exception of your medic is a female. Okay. This is BB1, Roger Arrow 1. No updates from BV. BB1 over and out. Okay. You guys head through town. Toot, toot. Yeah, you're still on tertiary road. The that main road doesn't start till you get up here. You got another 20 kilometers to go to get there. Okay. I I don't really know the numbers through town, to be honest with you. I wasn't looking for that, so but that's fine. I'll take your word on it. Okay, so as you're as you get through town and you're out of town on the other side, all of a sudden the air is filled with gray flakes of ash. Rain of ashes reduces combat visibility to 5 hexes during this shift. It gives a -1 modifier to all range attacks. It also gives a -2 modifier to driving roll for traveling. And guess what? Everybody gets to pick up a rad. It's, it's temporary unless you don't wash it off. I mean, if you guys don't take the time to treat it properly, then yes, this is a permanent rad. If it persists for more than a shift, right. If it keeps going, then that's when you got to worry about it being a permanent thing. Yeah, I don't know. The medics have. I don't think they do. Sure. What does he have? Does he have or an accometer? It's a specialty, so that's why it says he can identify nuclear, biological, and chemical weapon effects to personnel. Well, it's the effects. That's not actually to. It doesn't let him. You need some kind of a testing equipment to determine if this is radioactive or not. He can't just tell by. Oh yeah, this is. I mean, you all are assuming this is nuclear fallout, right? I mean, that's yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, that's not ideal. You want to normally wash off first, but since you don't have that option, you got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys seal your own fate. Emily, roll D100, and if you get 25 or less, it persists longer than the shift. No. So it persists for another shift, which means another point of radiation. Temporary. This is still temporary. What's that? Yeah, it's still definitely temporary for this shift, right? So the where you got hit by the first shift, uh, is you got a higher chance of that becoming permanent than you do the second shift one because you already got the poncho on. Does that make sense? So, and I'm making these rules up on my own, by the way, just so you know. That I really don't like their rules for this stuff, so it's not very realistic in my opinion. So So y'all make sure you give yourselves. You have everybody should have 2 temporary radiation now. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hang on, right? What are you saying? Oh, you're no, yeah. You're going to the orange. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Yep. 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 No, you guys are fine. Okay, so now this is the next shift. You guys aren't encountering anything out on the road. You don't see any movement anywhere during this ash storm, right? Everybody's getting cover they can, right? So go ahead and make another roll. It's 25%. Again, Emily, let's see what you get this time. Oh, well, no, third. Yeah, so hold on, my bad. You're so. All right, so. Yeah, no. You're fine. You're fine. I just, okay, so how many? Let's see. One, two, three. So that was one shift. One, two. That'll be the next shift, right? That sound about right to you? All right. All right. So we are going to do a couple of checks on the way. There was what, like 4 bridges up to this point. We're just going to do a roll per bridge, and we'll give you uh, 25% chance that the bridge is out. And we'll go back and backtrack if we have to. So since we don't have them actually marked on the map when we're moving through. So Emily, go ahead. D100 again, 25%. First bridge is good. Second bridge was out, but that one was a creek. I do remember that. So you're on creeks at this point, not rivers. So that doesn't really do anything per se. But I'm going to make you make driving rolls to make it through without getting stuck. So the drivers are. We don't have it on this map. Okay. Okay. So you guys control those two characters to make their driving rolls. You control the one in your vehicle. So just open them up and make the roll. Let me see here. I can make it to where everybody does. Hold on. Caleb. Okay, so now all the NPCs are owned by all of you, right? In your squad. Not in the other squads, but this squad. So you guys all have control of them to make rolls. Okay? You should. So, all right. So you made your roll. Emily, go ahead and make the one for Caleb. Sure, you gotta make a successful command roll, but sure. All right, two successes. You got it. So go ahead and make his roll with a bonus. Or Cheryl, excuse me. It was a success. That's all she needs. So that was the second bridge. We got three more bridges at 25%. So go ahead. This next one will matter. You made it. So you got over this bridge, which was the big one that you had on this side. And then you had a couple smaller ones between here and here. So go ahead and make rolls for those. At 25, success. And then success. You got it. All right. So you guys are up here. And this is, so you're coming into this town. As you're coming into town, there are a dozen car wrecks, all burned out with charred corpses inside. Cars were hit by a napalm attack some weeks or months earlier, is your assumption. Corpses in the cars are such a depressing sight that it causes 1 point of stress for everyone. The wrecks are beyond repair, but they can be scavenged for parts if you want to stop and scavenge. There's plenty of scrap around. If you decide to scrounge, you get a +2. It's up to you. But everybody does get a point of stress. Correct. Do we want to take a break? Emily, do you want to take like 5-10 minute break? Okay. No, you're fine. All right, you fine taking a break, Doc? All right, let's take a 10 minute break. It's 8:45. We'll come back at 5 till. We'll keep playing a little bit later tonight if you guys want to, since none of the early people have joined us yet anyway. So we will be back on the stream in about 10 minutes, y'all. Hang tight. I'm back. Need to make sure we get everybody to like and follow the Twitch stream too. I wonder who's watching. Is that you watching right now, Emily? Cool. Okay. Just waiting on Doc. Yes. Got you. Yep, you're fine. Well, it's 6, so we'll just say you guys are driving a little slower to be safe, right? Sure, sure. No, I'm just saying you went 6 X's. We'll just say you guys drove a little slower, right? Because you're being cautious. I mean, just because you can drive 120 miles an hour, does that mean you drive 120 miles an hour? You know what I mean? So, you back, Billy? Thought I heard Doc. No. Okay. All right. So, as as you drive into town, that ash is still falling. You can see people looking out as you drive in, through some windows here and there. Town's been devastated, obviously, like most of Poland has, right? This is an area right outside, you know, this is on the edge of the major combat zone, right? Where we're at right now. So it definitely saw combat in this area, especially coming that Bill Brzegi is a major bridge. There's all the little towns on either side of this bridge saw some combat at one point or another, whether initial taking of the bridge or somebody trying to retake the bridge. So you guys are going to continue on, I'm assuming, or are you going to stop at this point? You're going to continue on. I thought to you at least got up to you were going to get past all the major bridges first today, weren't you? If you could. So it's been a shift, right? So it's been, well, we'll say it's been a shift because you guys left late anyway. So I like doing 6 to 6. So uh, you guys, I'm gonna say you got another little bit to travel still. You guys can make it through. Yeah, I can see it with the time you guys left to screw things up, right? So right, would you put you like 3 o'clock roughly? Well, so technically you guys left at 8 in the morning. So 9 to 3 is 6 hours is first shift. So an extra hour, that'll be your reduced speed, right? Or no, yeah. So that's fine. So we'll say it's like 3. So you still got half a shift to go before the shift is over. So you can go another 5 hexes if you don't run into anything in the shift. Yep. I'm using 10. We just did that for that first one, right? Because of screw up time or whatever. We didn't get the right travel in it. That's fine. So you got 5 more left to finish half a shift. 5 more hexes. Well, you're past that point though, right? You got 1 more hex and then you're on the autobahn. See what I'm saying? You with me or not? You there, JD? JD, you there? Okay, yeah. I wasn't hearing if you was talking. so, so, so I was saying you got 1 more hex, then you're on the autobahn. So that'll give you 5 instead of 3 hexes to finish out this shift. You have 5 hexes to finish out the shift because you're going to be on the autobahn. So here's you guys are going to continue on. I'm assuming, right, and just finish out this shift. Correct. In which case it'll be getting close to dark. Okay, so you're just going to drive on through this town then, right? Hello? You guys hear me? Okay. Sorry, you're not coming through if you're talking, JD. All right, so guys, go ahead. Go on into with this ash. You're not seeing anybody. Nobody's opposing you guys driving through anywhere. So this ash is having a positive effect, even though it's a negative, right? So as you pull into Rallo Zeggy, Biala Zeggy, it nothing's like I said, nothing's interfering with you. It's just damaged vehicles on the side of the road, damaged buildings. Doesn't look like much was left untouched in this area. So you guys make it to the autobahn. You're on the autobahn. Well, the bridges. You got the 2 bridges in town, right? And then the big one. So you got you've got this first bridge is a big bridge. It matters. So 25%, Emily. See if it's still standing. If this one isn't standing, it's a major issue. Okay. And then the next one's a creek bridge. So it's just a driving roll. If it's not up, 25%. No, you don't have to do a driving roll unless it's out. You're fine. Okay. And then you've got the big bridge going across the river on the autobahn, which is a major bridge. So this is going to have, I'm going to say, a 40% chance of being out. Ooh, you didn't want that one to be out, did you? All right. So you guys, boom. Okay. So you guys made it through. Right. Back to BV1 or BV actual. Wait till you get just normally you want to wait till you get confirmation that they're hearing you. Just wanted to point that out to you. I mean, you doesn't do no good to tell them if they don't hear you, right? You're fine. Arrow 1, this is BV2. Hold for BV1. But 2 minutes go by. Arrow 1, this is BV1. Copy Arrow 1. Brooklyn Bridge is still standing. Roger that. Arrow 1. Everything's quiet at BV. BV1 out. All right. So, what? Oh, okay. Do you want to stop and see if it's serving? It's back here, right? Yeah. Well, okay. All right. So as you roll up the Grosjeck, you don't notice that, like I said, the ash is still falling. Nobody's opposing you. You can see where there looks like there would normally be a roadblock here, where they've got cars kind of set up that you got to kind of zigzag through to get through them. So you can't just go through in a straight line. As you go through, you can see one of the ruined buildings off to the left. You can see it's actually got a roof, and just like half is an apartment complex, and like half of it is gone, but the half near the road is still standing, and you can see lights and people looking out. Uh, they definitely look like they're soldier types. You can't tell in the dim light whether they're Soviet, Polish, or American, but you can definitely see the protrusion of some rifle barrels here and there. All right, so first bridge check in Grosjeck. This one was a major bridge, not a river bridge, but more than just a stream. So you're gonna have to reroute if you can't make it across this one. So 25%. You got it. Next one's a minor one. Again, 25%. This one, if it's not there, it's just a driver's roll to get through it. Oh, good to go. And then this one is the last major bridge. To get across this, once you get across, to get across this one, you're going to have a bridge. So this is a river. So this is 40% that is still standing. No, the George Washington Bridge is down. Let me uh let me pull the better the high visibility or high rendering map up real quick so I can get you a better description. So we're at Grosjeck and the Autobahn crossing of the river here. Um, it looks like you can go to 722 to the east. Yeah, the next one I'm seeing is way west. It's it Wisconsin, which is not even showing up on this map. So it's like in let me try to see where it's at better. So it's actually like here. It's over here. It's right here. JD, right here, where Emily's at. There's one right here. Yeah, right here. Then there's another bridge that's to the east at Zarweska Wola, which is right here. You can see it right here. See that bridge right where Emily is? You can see the bridge going across the river. That's a bigger bridge, by the way. That one is the 722 highway, which has a road that goes right back to the Autobahn. The other one, well, no, there's one right here. It's right here on my map, right here. While I'm pinging right now, there's a bridge that goes across right here. But the problem with that bridge is there's a bunch of lakes and creeks, and it does have a way back to the Autobahn, but you're going to connect. It's going to be farther up than what it is if you go to the east and go across. Oh yeah, east and west both. I mean, yeah, either direction. So, well, the 50 has one, which is this road right here. That's a major bridge. But there's a couple. There's only actually the only smaller one between here and there is the one I already showed you. The one is just right here up on the river bend here to the northwest of Grosjean. That's the only one between you and the 50. And then, like I said, the 722 is just right here. That this gray line going across right to the east. So, which direction are you going? You going east or west? There's actually a road that takes you Riverside straight there too. By the way, there's that gray line right there. Yep. So, all right, as you come down, make your U-turn, come back down around. Again, it's the same shift. This is the end of the shift with the. We got to roll for ash again after this one. But for right now, no, there's nobody's bothering you because the ash is still coming down. So you get all the way to the 722, and you head north on 722 to see about crossing the river. And actually, there's a rail bridge if the 722 is out that's back a couple hundred meters to the west of it, but it's a rail bridge. Okay, so go ahead and roll your. I'll give you. This is not as major, but this is still a river one, so it's a 30%. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll give you 30% that they're still standing, or that they're not standing. So 71, you made it. They're up. So you make a cross, no problem. And you come up and you hit once you cross the bridge, you go past the park, and then a block of residential stuff, and then as the 722 takes a right, you're going to be going left. So this road right here goes back to this secondary tertiary road actually. So it's just a local road. Go ahead and head back that way. Nobody's bothering you. We will make a check though to see if the road's damaged anywhere. I'll let you make this roll. You get 25% chance that the road has damage. You're going to have to make driving roll to avoid on this road. Emily? Okay, so you got to make a successful driving roll to avoid the damage in the road or have a mishap. So one success per vehicle. You can push. With the NPCs in your squad, I can create them as PCs. You guys can push. Nope. And a mishap. All right. Go ahead, Emily. Yep. Two mishaps. All right. All right. So, who wants to roll first? 2d6, Doc. 10. A blown tire. Yep. Okay. It's a tech roll +2, and you got to have a vehicle spare part. One attempt per shift can be made to fix it. All right. Hold on. Now we go, Emily. 2d6 for your mishap. You're fine. 8. Roadblock. The road ahead is blocked by debris, a landslide, or fallen trees. You must choose a different hex to move into or remove the obstacle. To remove the obstacle, it's a stamina roll, taking one shift. So that affects both of you, actually. And do you guys have spare parts on you? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Tire. I was thinking, yeah, you don't have vehicle parts, but you do got a tire. All right. So it's who's making the tech roll there? So you'll get a +3 actually, because you're a mechanic as well, and you have vehicle tools as well, if I'm not mistaken, on the vehicles. Well, I'll talk about the. Okay, I'll say I think the vehicles do it too, don't they? Oh no, they don't. Well, I thought they did. Nope. Okay, you glad? Good thing you do. All right, so that's a +4. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about actual tools, like toolkit. I didn't give them toolkits, so it's 3 successes. No problem. Fix it. It's blocked by debris, so I'm going to say you got a you know bunch of crap vehicles, trees, dirt, gravel. Looks like somebody blocked this road off intentionally. It's just a stamina roll. If as long as you succeed, you do it, and it takes one shift. Mm-hmm. Guard. Everybody else. Okay. Since you're heading this up, it's you. You make the roll. Well, you're in charge, so. And you got a bonus of 3. You got +3 for help, so All right, so the shift is over. It's new shift, and as I said before, it was we're gonna it's gonna be a 10% chance for it to be continue on with the rain. So because it's been going for a while. So this is not regular rain. This is nuclear rain. So 10%. Yep. If it's 10 or less, it's still going. Okay, it's not going. You are now out of the falling ash. Well, no, your shift was over basically once you got this was your fifth X right at the end of this one. So you you blew the rest of that shift, the little bit that was left, and then the next shift. So you've got there's 4 shifts per day. So you've got one. You can either keep traveling for another shift, or you can rest for a shift and then travel for you know. hmm There there would be time, but you don't have a place right here to wash. Um, I'm gonna say. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna say it's a couple kilometers to the river. I'm not seeing any rivers, but uh, you're talking up at Tarzan. That's the next river. Well, I guess there's a creek that crosses the autobahn. Yeah. Well, no, actually, that's the one you just crossed. So, I mean, yeah. Well, there's nothing right where you guys are at. There's a forest. I mean, so there's like right. There's nothing you can get there. There's a. I wish. Right. Let's see. I guess I could do this. Hold on. Export. All right. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay. You guys are right, like here. Zero pain. That's where you broke down at, right? So you can just drive back here down to the river, or these little man-made lakes or whatever. There's no village. I'm saying there's no village interfering with you, so you can just drive back. Just come down here like this lake down here. You probably really don't have enough water for that, unfortunately. I mean, you've got two 20-liter jugs on each vehicle. That's not enough for everybody on each vehicle. Now, what you can do is change your fatigues and then bathe with bathe with the like 20 liters of water per person just to wash off your exposed flesh, right? And then throw your dirty fatigues in the toolbox in the back of the RSOV with the tools, right? With the axe and the jack and shit and the spare ammo. That would be my suggestion. That's up to you guys. Yeah. So, yeah, don't jump in the contaminated water. Just use the clean water to rinse off your exposed areas, your head and your hands, and change your fatigues. So now I would empty out at least 20 liters on each vehicle, though, to do that. Yeah. But I'm saying to do that for 4 people on each vehicle, that's going to be 20 liters of water. Easy. Yep. And you got, I'm going to say a 10% chance of the first rad and 5% on the second rad. So everybody's going to have to go through and roll that to make sure that you got rid of it. So just go, we'll go Doc first, go down the list, the party list. So, Doc, you're rolling 10%. Okay, now 5%. Man, Doc's fine. He's all day, not getting anything. Katrina, or Katarina, sorry. I actually just looked at that for the first time. You're good on the first and 5% on the second. Oh, close. All right. And I'll roll for Barrett. Good. Good. All right. And now it's Anderson. He's good. Daniels. Oh, that's you. You go. I'm not rolling for you. Good. Good. All right. And Jackson. He's good. Cox. He's good. And Rodriguez. Yep, it's fine. And she's good. All right, so are you guys just going to take a rest shift or are you going to continue on after this? That way I know where we're at when we start playing next time. Everybody has one. Well, unless the players don't. Sorry. I mean, all the NPCs have NVGs. Well, you guys get a requisition though, so that's fine. Your unit does have them for you, so you guys can all have NVGs. I don't care. That's fine. Right. Well, that's the last bridge you got on the Autobahn. So, okay. All right. Well, that'll be that then. So let's go to develop your character. Sorry, go ahead. Temps. Yep, your ads are all gone now. Okay, so this is just for the PCs that are here. Did you participate in the game session? Absolutely. So that's one each. Nobody did their moral codes, obviously, I don't think, unless somebody's got an argument for me that they did. Nobody risked anything really tonight, I don't think. You did travel through a hex, though. That gives you two. Did you overcome? No, no really dangerous events, and didn't really nobody risked their life for their buddy. So that's 2 XP for the people that were here. And if you guys do a journal entry uh, in between game sessions for your character, basically like a diary for this session for yourself, you will get an extra EXP for that. Any questions or anything from anybody? Correct. And then you should have all had one for doing your log for your character background, correct? So you should have a total of 3 XP now. This was a short time on the first one. Usually first sessions don't usually that much XP, so I'm sure you guys will get quite a bit next time as you enter Warsaw. All right. Yep. And that's it for us for tonight from the Against All Odds campaign. Come join us again next week. Enjoy the fun and see you then. And by the way,